some women out there like to beat their husband or their partner down because
Mhm.
they're not seeing them do certain things that they would like for them to see
Instead of taking our time.
instead of taking that time
Mhm.
to build them up.
Yes.
Um, I think people make jokes all the time when they say, "Oh, if I can build my husband, if I can build my wife, I'll make a." But you can.
You
Let me tell
can.
you how. What is up, family? We are back with another episode. Um, if you're new to our channel, I am TJ. This is my lovely wife Jada, and we are Holy Matrimony, where we dive into kingdom marriage. We help those that are pursuing, those that are just trying to understand, and better their marriage.
Yeah.
So. Today, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be diving into the qualities of a wife that you should
Mhm.
look for in a wife. If you missed last week's video, be sure to check that out. We dived into the qualities of a husband in
It
that
was so good.
episode. It was really good, really powerful.
Yeah.
And we would encourage you to go check that out. Um, yeah, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, ready to dive in what to look for in a wife because
Yeah.
we hope that the last video blessed you.
Mm-hmm.
Get your checklist together.
Yeah.
So
Have those
men, we got
conversations.
y'all. We got y'all this video.
Yeah, have those conversations. That's what we talked about. Having those conversations if it's not quite there,
Yeah,
or working on it. It's nobody's perfect. We're not perfect,
at all.
and just have those conversations and being able to have those conversations.
Yes.
Um, real quickly, because Mama Marshall told us to, so I got to plug it in. We
What?
got to plug it in every week until we till the day come. But listen, our church is hosting a
Oh
fight
yeah.
night.
Yes.
A fight night.
Powerful.
Let them know what's fight night. Let the people know what's fight night.
Fight night is when we get in the ring with the enemy. I
Mm,
mean, we boom, 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 boom with prayer.
yeah,
Against
powerful.
we have specific prayers
Yeah.
that we praying against,
Hmm.
but this time it's gonna be the young adults.
Yeah, it's gonna be the young adults, so we need all our
Yes.
young adults to show up, man.
Yes.
Show up for us, man. If you are in the
Yes.
Las Vegas area, we don't have a flyer information right now because it's
Not
gonna
yet.
be
Yeah.
October 25th at 7 p.m.
Yes.
So we're gonna get that flyer once that's created, but we're gonna start promoting it now. We in August. We at the
Yes.
end of August. We got the whole month of September and the whole month of October. So we're gonna
Yep.
promote it now. If you, a friend, want to be blessed, want to get in that
Yes.
building with fellow believers, and
People your
healing,
age. Yeah.
yes, like
Healing.
healing takes place in there. Like you really can just be in that presence and get healed. Matter of fact, let's just plug this in here, right? We don't even know.
Oh.
We don't. I don't. Last year was our first year doing it.
Yeah.
But we know it took place. I don't know
Yep.
the spirit. However, the spirit moves. However, our pastor does it. Pastor is a powerful man of God. Listen,
Yeah.
last time we was there was a lady with a walker,
Mhm.
and she literally was, on her walker,
Mhm.
and pastor was the spirit was moving. He got into the prophetic and
Yeah.
prophesied, and healing took place that night.
Yes.
Um,
In the name of
it
Jesus.
did,
Yes,
and
it did.
literally a whole almost a year later, the lady showed up. I think was it like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, like a week or
She
two
showed
ago.
up to our church, no walker.
No
She was
walking.
literally walking. So this is what I'm talking about. Our Pastor C, Pastor Carter, is a powerful man of God, and
Mhm.
what our church put together, Lady C, everybody that is connected to it, they
Yes.
put together this fight night event, and it is
And it's
powerful. So
really like
all
a
our
fight
young
night.
adults
Like we coming with it this year. Every
praying,
year it gets better, but this year the young adults in charge, and
yeah.
y'all know we about to get creative.
So y'all, please, if
Yes.
again, if you're in the Las Vegas area, please, if you feel wanna come through,
We're
man,
looking for you.
we looking for
And
y'all,
if the
man.
flyer not out before this, be sure to DM us or anything
Hmm.
to get the information, and we'll
Yeah,
just text it to you.
yeah, for
So
sure. All right,
yeah,
wifey,
let's get
let's
into this
dive into it. Let's
video.
dive into it. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
Um, so
You can kick us off,
I
King.
kick it off. Um, so my first pointer was a wife who can, a wife who has. I kind of put it like together
Hmm.
because I feel like we were saying the same thing, but it's true. So
Yeah.
I just have to. But I'm trying to add more to it. So what I said was a wife who has a connection with God,
Absolutely.
you can communicate with, and has a prayer life. Now, the reason I structured it that way was because I believe that when your wife is connected with God and can hear from God and has a relationship with God and knows His Word, you know, it's easy to communicate to her without feeling judged.
That's good.
Or not feeling like she's going to chew you up.
Because she's more understanding.
Right.
Because she's more
because
calm.
she's connected with God. The
Right.
connection with God leads room for you to have that safe space and be able to communicate any and everything with her because you trust her, because she has that connection with God. And I also added prayer life, because whatever it is that you're communicating with her, it's more so like she's able to understand and seal it with prayer.
Wow, that's good right there.
And then a woman that'll pray.
That's the video.
Like she'll literally pray anywhere at any time. When you call her and say, "Hey, let's do this. Let's pray. I need to pray for this." Blah blah. She'll drop everything, no matter where she at. She'll intercede, and she won't. Whatever you communicate with her, it won't come off as judgmental. And I'm saying this not only for a man to say, I'm looking for these things and I want my wife to be this, have this type of character, but also for the woman who is desiring to be a wife and what it takes to be a wife. So the women out there, this is something you can practice, having a connection with God, being able to understand your man, and being able to pray for him at any given time, no matter what the situation is. Even if he ain't even asking you to pray, just being able to be
intercede on his behalf.
Babe, it's been times where because you connected with God, it's been times where I've told you something and you've told me like you've already knew that, or you already felt that, or you already kind of like, because you're connected with God.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And because you know that information, I don't know if you did or not, but I'm just saying, like, because you know the information, you don't have to wait for your man to come and pray, for him to say it, for you to pray for him. You can get that information and say, let me just pray for my husband. Because why they hit my spirit?
It's been times where I didn't even tell him that I went to war on his behalf because God told me it was something that he was dealing with. But I didn't go tell him because I know this is something that have to be fought spiritually.
Yeah.
So I have to take it to God. I have to take it to my creator.
Yeah.
So that is so true.
Yeah. So that's.
But it's been times like you don't even know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I said connection, communication, prayer life. Because it's like you connected. So God may speak to you in a way and say, okay, blase, and then now you know what I'm saying, you already interceding for me, and then So
Yep, that's true. Yeah, so that was mine's relationship with Christ. And I know we said it for the men, but obviously the men don't want to be unequally yoked. So and neither does the woman. So both needs a relationship with Christ, because that is going to be your foundation of the relationship of your marriage. It's going to be the foundation, because when the man is acting worldly or in the flesh, you got to stand strong and who you are in Christ, and vice versa. So it has to be a foundation set on Christ. I can't stress that enough, because we cannot do it without him. Our strength, we cannot look. Yes, it does not come from us. We cannot rely on our own strength. It has to come from Christ. So it's so important for both parties to have a relationship with Christ, our creator. So I also put that down.
That's good.
But I like that you added prayer life and that connection, and I like how you broke that down too. That was good.
Something else I wanted to say when it comes to communicating, you want to be able to communicate how you feel, what you're going through, because that brings healing.
Absolutely.
So, and I know the Bible talks about that, like confessing, to others, and that brings healing, like when you confess things that you might be dealing with in the dark. Because a lot of our men out here, we deal with things internal and never talk about it to no one. And as a man, you want to be able to have a partner to be able to where you can vent to, because sometimes it gets heavy and you start acting out, or you start trying to go backwards or something like that. You ought to be able to vent to your wife, and she should be able to build you back up.
Exactly. lead you back to
and
Christ,
get that
get you back
healing,
aligned.
get that healing that you need. You know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
um, so my next one.
Let's
What?
get over.
Oh, all right. My next one was a wife who loves, honor, and respect her husband. Slash building him up.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is important because
Now you taking my word. This is important.
this is important.
I said that every video.
Because having a woman that can love you, honor you, and respect you allows you to move and become a person that you never thought you could.
Wow,
because that
that's
helps.
good.
Because this woman loves and honors me and respects me, it helps me become a better man for her.
Absolutely.
So, I have a scripture that I found, and it's in Proverbs, chapter 12:4. Let's go there. It says, "A wife of noble character is her husband's crown." Pause.
Wow,
So,
that's good.
Okay. A wife of noble character. This is a woman who shows. This is a woman who have qualities, has morals. This is a woman that has this type of character that she can love you, that she can honor you, that she can respect you, that she can build you up. And it also says, but a disgraceful wife is a decay in his bones.
Yes.
Let me go back for a little bit. The husband crown. What does that mean? That means his reputation. So not only does her, like I just said, her loving you, honoring you, respect you, it builds you to change and shapes you to become a different man that you never thought you could become, or do things that you never thought you can do, or obtain things that you never thought you can obtain. And this is very powerful because some women out there like to beat their husband or their partner down because they're not seeing them do certain things that they would like for them to see.
Instead of taking that
time to build them up.
Yes.
I think people make jokes all the time when they say, "Oh, if I can build my husband, if I can build my wife, I'll make it." But you can. Let me tell you how.
Yep.
Through this tongue, what you speak.
Yes.
You can. Your husband don't have a job. You don't sit there and say, he just lazy. He ain't gonna never do nothing. He always been on that couch. He ain't never gonna. When he gonna ever do something? I'm sick and tired. I don't know how much more I can take of this. Versus, my husband don't have a job. Okay, I know what's going on. I'm praying for him. I'm speaking the words. I'm saying my husband will have a job. My husband will be successful. My husband will be the provider of the family. He will one day take over and take over all financial problems that we have. He will, and I'm not gonna only speak that in privately. I'm gonna speak that to him. I'm gonna say, husband, I know it's rough, but I believe in you. I believe in you. I know God is gonna do it because He's done it before. I'm speaking life over you. I'm speaking 6 figures over you. I'm speaking a great job, a great career. You're gonna get through this. Versus that, you know what I'm saying?
Because life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So you can either speak that death into your husband, or you can speak that life into your husband.
And that's so important because even Pastor Carter tells us, well, after you speak it got to run its course now. So if you say, "Oh, you ain't gonna never do nothing with yourself. You just want to just be lazy and stuff like that." Now you wonder why he lazy.
Yeah.
They wonder why he lazy and why he not getting up and doing what he's supposed to do because you already spoke that.
Right. And and it's like you know, I know it gets frustrating, right? Because we are human. But this is the thing, when you speak these things over your partner. I'm not even gonna, this is a husband video, right? I mean, yeah. No, this is the wife, I'm sorry. But we're talking about the husband, right? So if you speak that thing over him, he can possibly start to believe because he can already be there. he can be so deep and so in a dark spot that you have no idea.
Mhm.
And just because you spoke that on him,
Mhm.
it can turn and add on to what he's already dealing with.
You helping somebody.
And now he's starting to believe it, and now he's becoming it. Versus he's in a dark spot that you have no idea about, but you're speaking life into him. You're speaking love into him. You're still honoring him, and he's seeing this, and you're praying for him, and he's seeing this.
Right.
And then now he's starting to say, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can pick up the laptop. Maybe I can have a nice job. Maybe I can provide for my family at one point. Right? So this is what I'm saying. That's where that tongue has power. What you speak, what you say, it has power.
It definitely does.
It does.
It absolutely does. Because if so, the Bible wouldn't have said it.
Yeah. So
yes, that was good.
You have to be more gentle with you have to have a wife, because I'm trying to make sure we still on track. You have to have a wife who wants to build you up, not tear you down.
Absolutely.
A wife that speaks gentle to you and not speak harshful things to you, but she speaks gentle to you, and she understands, and she can communicate and build you up with her communication.
Yes, it's good.
Yeah.
So that's good, because that's eternal. So now what I'm gonna say is the outside. Now the way she carries herself, her demeanor. You know, how is she outside? How is she with family? How is she just in general? Like, is she walking as a woman of God that she say she is? How is she dressing? Just like her overall character.
Yeah.
How
is it the same? Like, is like, for me, I'm gonna just use my wife. Is Jada the same at church, around her family,
exactly,
around her friends, at work, wherever she's at? Is that the same?
Exactly.
Is my wife the same? So that whole overall character, like, she's not portraying, she's not two-faced. Is that what they call it?
Yes.
She's not 1 minute over here turned up, now she back over here. Now she's just
exactly,
all quiet and living for the Lord, and having that woman that just have what I say, a wife of noble character, having that noble character that just has morals. She's not gonna switch up because it's just her. Ain't nothing to switch up. I'm just being me. This is who I am.
Exactly.
So standing firm in that.
Exactly. Like, just, I don't know, who she surround herself with, how she dresses, what is she doing on her free time? Is she, I'm probably gonna hurt a lot of feelings, but is she going to the clubs? Does she want to be seen? Is she, wearing just stuff that's just showing? That all matters, because once you get into a relationship with someone, or want to marry someone, you got to know who you're getting tied up to.
Yeah.
And if you're ready for marriage, and if you're ready for this marriage with Christ, you have to be on one accord. Yeah. So that's important to pay attention to when you're looking for your wife.
That's good. That's actually good, because as a man, to clean that up, what you're saying, because, like, looking at that, you gave the woman's perspective. Now let me give you the man's, because as a man, when we're looking at the woman and the skirt is up to her hips and the shirt is here, ain't nothing, and you know what I'm saying, everything out, everything exposed, we automatically put you in a category,
right?
Like that, you know what I'm saying? That's just, I don't know the word to use, but that's just that. Yeah. That's not something I think that could last. That's nothing I think that can, a one, like, that's nothing I think I can bring home to my mom. You can't dress like that. You can't dress like that and come to my mom's house. No. But the woman that is clothed, well dressed, well mannered, dressed properly, put together, you know what I mean? That is a woman where we say, okay,
I gotta
That's
approach
someone I
her
can
different.
approach her different. And
Yeah.
then when I approach her, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that you can pay attention to that'll let you know
Mhm.
their character. Because
Mhm.
they have a respect for themselves to where they can be like,
Bingo.
I don't, I respect myself so much that I don't want to show all this. This is for
My
my
husband.
husband.
Mhm.
Or, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good one. Character.
Yeah.
Character.
Yeah, her demeanor. Mhm.
Yeah. I wanted to touch on this one a little bit. It's not in my notes. I'm just going off the dome. So I wanted to say too, for my men that are submitted unto Christ, right? Um, having a woman, because you know as a man that you're submitted to Christ and that Christ is Lord over your life. But having that woman that trusts your leadership.
That was my next one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like having that woman that trusts your leadership. Because if you are submitted to Christ and you hear from Christ and you get direction and guidance from Him, right? Having a woman to say, okay, I trust you.
Mhm.
I'm going wherever you go.
Mhm.
Even if I make a mistake, I'm going to let you make the mistake. Oh, and that's a hard one to
Yeah.
do. That's a hard one to do because, like, why would I let him make a mistake? It don't make sense, right? But the mistake helps him grow. The mistake helps him mature.
Yeah.
The mistake help him become a better leader. You know what I'm saying? You can't save your husband from everything. Unfortunately, you can't. So even letting him make the mistakes, just trusting his leadership all the way, not getting in the way. Oh, my wife had times where she got in the way. And then she said,
let me tell you, every time I got in the way, I was like, oh, that's why it's going all wrong, because what am I doing?
Get out the way.
Yeah, let me go about my business and let you take care of this, because I can't do it. I'm not a man. I'm not fit for this.
Yes. And I'm not, that's not all I'm going to say. My wife has stayed out the way. And when you compare the two, we could put it on the whiteboard. When she stay in the way,
the tally marks.
The tally marks. And it'll be like, you know, when that thing is like, it's like her trusting my leadership, you know, it just makes things easier for me. It makes me not feel so, you know, cluttered up here all the time,
because you trying to
she's
get your
not
thoughts
in my
together.
ear saying,
I'm trying to say something to you, right?
Like,
it's too much.
I don't agree with that. You should do it like this. You should do it like this.
Yeah.
Like, babe, let me do this. I got it. I got you. I promise you I will not put nothing. I will not put you or me in harm's way.
Yeah.
And put us in a position that we can't get ourselves out of.
And also, if God already spoke to the man, who do you think you ought to go tell him to do something else when God already led him somewhere else?
There we go. That's it.
And now you're wondering why it's all discombobulated now. Because God told him to do something totally different. He didn't tell you because you are the woman. He told the head. So just be submissive under leadership.
As long as he's submitted. That's why I made that point.
As long as he's submitted to Christ.
That's why I made that point. Like, as long as you are submitted to Christ.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
God, having that woman that she's just like, I trust you, because you don't want that just constantly in your ear or not. You know, it's okay to have an opinion,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, we're not trying to make it seem like it's a whatever he said goes,
yeah, like
controlling type of thing. It's okay to have an opinion or maybe ask a question to say, because my wife sometimes, most of the time, she always got a doggone question. she always got a question. So, babe, you don't think? I'm like, no, because if you do it like this, it's gonna be like this. But if you do it like this, then I see us doing like this. And then now she like, oh, okay.
And then I'm like, I should just mind my business in the first place.
Well, I'm not saying it like, I'm not saying it like that. Like, not
yeah, I know, but I know the questions.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, because then when I'm asking the questions, it's because I'm worrying about something or I'm trying to figure out a way to figure it out. When it was like, when I come ask you and you make it make sense already because you already have to figure it out, it's like, oh, well.
Yeah.
Then I didn't even have no business trying to figure it out and think about it.
Yeah. That's why I said, like, it's okay to have questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As long as, like I said, you, at the end of the day, you like, okay, I trust you. Let's go for it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not really trying to, figure it out. And it just, as the wife, it allows you to just be more at peace. So it's a win-win,
Absolutely.
Just
I sleep
sit
good
back.
at night. I
Just sit
promise you, I
back
sleep good at night.
because that's how we do with God.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm submitted to God,
Mm-hmm.
and because I hear from God. There's times where it doesn't make sense to me, but because He told me,
right?
Because He told me, I'm going to go with it. Yes. I'm going to stand strong. I'm going to keep having the faith and say, okay, God, I trust you.
What you said shall come to pass.
I won't get off track because it's like, I trust what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same way, like with your husband, with finding that woman, like she's like, okay, I trust you because you heard from God. So I have faith that God's gonna do it, and I have faith that you heard from God and it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
So having that wife, summing it all up, having that wife that is going to trust your leadership.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I put. I put that she knows how to let the man lead. Not being all independent and masculine.
Yeah.
And being feminine and letting the man lead.
Yeah, we
on the same page with that one.
The wife is
the helpmate.
Right. And it's like she's supposed to be in her most feminist. Is that a word? That probably ain't even the word. Listen,
I don't know.
I am from Hazelhurst, Mississippi.
Some of y'all probably know where that's
at. Listen, we make up our own words. We take out stuff, create another word. We remix a word. Look, y'all gonna probably hear a lot of that on this podcast.
Yeah,
y'all gonna hear a lot of me making up words. But listen, all right. Let me use another word. Having your wife is supposed to be her most softest era. She's supposed to be able to just worry about, little things, nurturing, not little things, because they're not little things, but like, being a nurturer, being a comforter, just helping and just assisting, here and there. They're supposed to be in that era. So just allowing your husband to lead and find it, and because it feels like we're talking about the husband again, but like the man finding his wife that will trust his leadership, that would allow you to make decisions and feel okay with it because your wife is going to be with you 100%. She's not going to argue down your throat.
Yeah.
She's not going to nag or try to step in the way. It makes you feel confident and it helps you grow. And because you make decisions, when it comes to make another one, it'll be just like a piece of cake.
Yes. So back, just to piggyback off that, my next one will be an affectionate woman. Husbands or men's looking to find a wife. You're looking for an affectionate
yes,
woman.
Lord.
Because
yes, Lord. What? Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Finish.
Why are you saying it like that?
I'm ready for you to finish. I want to see what else you got to say.
What? I'm not affectionate or something.
No.
Because I'm like,
no, that's not what that face is about.
What was I?
Go ahead.
A woman that makes you feel wanted. Because the man, already trying to lead, trying to figure it out for the family, trying to figure it out for you, trying to figure it out for himself, trying to hear from God. Love on that man. Be affectionate towards that man. Well, no. Find that woman that'll do that for you. So when you come home, or when you out that, like, on the go and working all day, and you want to just like relax and you want to come home to food cooked, smelling good, so I can rub your back and hear about your day, put on a nice movie for you, so yeah, please look for a affectionate woman, not a woman that wants to be in your position, as we just previously talked about, like coming home to a woman that just feel like she gotta just take control or distant, or want to always be by herself or something like that. And I'm talking about specifically a husband, a man that's trying to find a woman, or a man and woman that's already married to apply that in a marriage. Because boyfriend, girlfriend, you're not looking to get married, okay, whatever, you can deal with what you want to deal with. But a wife, you have to be with that person to never do y'all part. So you this is important to look for, because you don't want your marriage or your relationship to start to feel like a partnership.
Yeah, or like a friend.
Yeah,
like this just
or a roommate.
Here. We just
here.
So keep that affection alive. Keep dating, and keep just doing different things, and
absolutely,
making it fun. Because things can change. You can shift. Like your marriage can shift. Your partner can shift, and you got to shift with it.
Yeah, that's so true.
You got to, like we talked about in our last video, as far as like qualities to look for in a husband. Same thing, kind of like with a wife, like consistency.
Yep.
Being consistent. The same thing that you did, to your husband, before y'all, when y'all first got together, as a wife or as a girlfriend, whatever it was, keep that same energy with him.
Yes.
Like, man of God, make sure that woman is doing the same thing she was doing. If not the same things, better. Like growing. Make sure y'all are growing. Make sure the woman is growing with you, and y'all are growing, and she's growing, because that's big. So yeah.
What was that hype about?
Huh?
What was that hype about?
Because I ain't gonna lie, I thought you was finna go into intimacy.
Oh, but intimacy is strictly for marriage, though. That's when they done found a wife, and they done found a,
what to look for in a wife.
Yeah.
I thought you finna go into intimacy.
That's for another video, where we just strictly talking to the married folks.
Yeah, we're gonna do that one. That would be a good one.
Yeah,
that'd be a good one. Yeah. I would highly encourage you guys to, like we said, this is not just for to bash or to say, hey, if you're not having these qualities, you got to go. Have these conversations with your partner.
Exactly.
And say, hey, listen,
look for change. Yeah,
this is something I would like to see us changing.
Right.
I would like to see these things so that we can grow and we can be better. Our relationship with God is not the best. I want to see us start. Let's just start there. Can we find a church home? Can we get in our word? Can we pray? Can we get in God's presence every now and then? And like, just try to start somewhere, so it's not like, oh, well, he not submitted to Christ, so let me go. Let me drop him. No,
give him a chance, girl.
It's not that at all. Because like we stated in the last video, because everybody didn't. You may have not watched the last video, but like we stated in the last video, that these things we're listing, we weren't that when we came to each other. We would have to work on these things. We have to work on these things, and we're still working on them, and we're still getting better, and we're going to different levels in this. So yeah, it's like it don't happen overnight. You know what I mean? We've been together for 2 years now. Married for 1, and we came a long way.
Because let me tell you, and I don't know if I said it previously in other videos, but you don't truly know how to be a wife, or you don't truly know how to be a husband until you are a husband and a wife.
Yeah.
Then God start revealing stuff.
Yeah. It's different.
So it's not. So don't beat your partner up. I'm not saying take anything, but like my husband said, have those talks.
Have those talks.
Yeah.
Have those talks. Being able to communicate. Hey, listen, man of God. If you can go to your woman and say, hey, baby, I would like to see you cover these things, and listen, if it's something you need me to do,
yeah,
I'm open. I'm open to hear. So I would like to share a couple of things I would like to see out of you, and out of so we can grow and have a healthy marriage. Yeah. And right there, if she's willing to hear and take criticism, that'll let you know something right there. You'll say, oh, okay.
Like, okay.
Yeah. But even if she ain't right then and there, that still doesn't give you the opportunity to say, okay, well, she's not listening, so bounce. It's more so like still being patient and seeing if she's willing to do the work. You know, so you put it in your ear, you plant the seed. At the end of the day, you're gonna plant the seed. So then you'll just see like, okay, let me see. You know, let's see if she's willing to do the work.
Right.
So, but yeah, we hope this video blessed you guys. We hope this video helped in any shape, form, or fashion. If it did, please go ahead and share it with somebody that you feel that this will help and impact as well. As always, like, subscribe, comment different video ideas, anything you guys want to
that you want us to talk about,
right? Any topics or anything like that. You can guys hit us up on DMs, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Yep.
We appreciate you guys' support. We love you guys, and we'll see y'all in the
We hope to see y'all at Fight Night too.
Yeah.
We are not gonna stop Fight talking night, about that. You better
be there. I'm gonna come pull up and fight you with prayer. I'm gonna be like, all right, now let me stop. But yeah, we hope to see y'all there.
Yep.
See y'all in the next video. Love y'all.
Love y'all.
Say it back. Alright, that's what I thought. Alright, y'all. Peace.